And we're live.
Oh, stunning. Hello.
Hi.
Happy
Hi, Quinton.
Saturday.
Hi, everybody. This is my
How's
first
it
time
going?
working on StreamYard, so bear with me. Quinton, can you see the comments? Show.
Um, I don't see anything, but I can see the like space form.
Yes. Okay. So we are here today to do part dos of hanging out. And the last time I met with Quentin about like a week and a half ago, maybe, and
Mhm.
we started making perfume bottles. And I also wanted to just like introduce Quentin. So the first one was live stream on their channel, and I want you to just kind of give an introduction of who you are. And yeah, just
Okay, no
yeah.
problem. And thank you for having me on your channel.
Thank you.
I'm Quinton Ware. I like to call myself the pottery doll. I I guess I just started doing pottery or ceramics this past September, and I really like fashion. So I guess kind of by mistake, fashion just crept its way into my pottery too. So I guess for right now, my pottery kind of highlights fashion, and I want to start making some plant stuff, and I'm a smoker. I want to make some smoke accessories. So that's kind of what my ceramics are about.
Okay. Nice, nice. And and we met, how do we meet? Oh, I think you just like just commented on a few of my videos, and then I did my first live stream on YouTube just like throwing pottery on the wheel, and you were hanging out with me, and I think afterwards you just asked like, "Hey, you want to do a collaboration?" And I
Mhm.
appreciate that. You were just so bold and open to just this idea because I've been reaching out to people, kind of I haven't been getting any responses. So I reached out that, or
Mm.
I appreciate that um, you were bold and asked me because so far I feel like we've become friends just hanging out. And although like you live halfway on the other side of the country, it just feels like we kind of are in the same pottery studio.
Hmm. Yes. And one of my goals for this year was to make more creative friends. And yes, I made one with Tova. Another guy who I follow on YouTube, he does plant content. I reached out to him and I'm making him a planter. So like I'm achieving my goal.
Nice. Do you have
Yeah.
that planter
I
with you?
do actually. He wears a lot of Carhartt stuff and like Dickies, like he wears a lot of workwear, and
Uh-huh.
that it stood out to me. So I made him an incense burner because he has these hats that say plants. But I made this planter, and it's simple, but it's
Uh-huh.
supposed to kind of look like a car. My light is kind of blurring it. It's supposed to look like a Carhartt. Oh, you can see it better now. A Carhartt vest. So I
Okay.
still need to glaze this part. I kind of want it to be like a mustard kind of color. So yes,
Yes. Like those
it's
jackets.
mm-hmm.
Nice. I like that.
Thank you. And I made a little stand for it to go on, and I'm gonna have make it look like the pants, like some like olive green Carhartt pants. And he hasn't
Okay.
seen this yet, so it's gonna be a surprise.
Does he watch your channel?
I know we follow each other on Instagram. I don't know if he subscribed to my YouTube. He has a lot of subscribers, so I don't know if he subscribed to my YouTube.
Okay. So it's still going to be a secret.
Yes. He's seen the
Okay.
incense burner that I made him know. He just hasn't seen the planter.
Okay. Love it. Love it. Well, what do you want to start on? Because we do have the perfume bottles that we started on the last time. I got mine fired in the bisque fire. Did you get yours bisque fired?
Yes, I did.
Yes. So we could do like a little reveal and then start glazing them, or we could do jump into the other side project and start creating brooches. What do you want to do?
I kind of wanted to glaze the what
Okay.
we made last time, and then start the brooches.
Love that. Okay.
Okay.
Um, here's mine.
Oh, we got
You know what
multiple
I
pieces.
didn't think about? I should have made a cookie. So when we glaze them, it's all in one, like it can sit on. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
No. I guess a cookie's just like, so I guess I should have made a plate. A cookie is, I like the name cookie, but it's just another piece of pottery like a plate.
Mhm.
But it's just more used for just things to sit on, so it doesn't, the glaze doesn't drip onto the kiln. And usually if
Mm,
you have a lot of small pieces, you put it on one large sheet, so it doesn't drip on the kiln shelf.
gotcha. That makes sense.
But I didn't do that. But I got my pieces back, and I'm actually the most excited about this little rose.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Oh, wait,
And
sorry. This is actually side. That was a completely different project. I was testing out the brooches. I'm like so excited about that too.
mm, and
Sorry.
you use the gray clay for that?
I used the, I say it in Ngub or something, a black Ngobe. So this will turn black once it's fired in the second firing. And I wanted
Okay.
to use a gold glaze on the top. So you would only see the black on the bottom. I just didn't want to show the white clay.
Okay.
And I wanted the piece to look black if you saw any of it. But here are my pieces the perfume bottles I got back. And I did also apply Ngobe to it because I just used my recycled clay, which is a whole bunch of random things that mess ups. And so it has a little bit of purple, it has some white, it has some dragon fruit. And I applied a white Ngobe to it. So hopefully it kind of makes it look a bit more of a solid color. And then I added this cute little lid. And I wanted you to help me think about what I want to glaze with this. But then the other piece was this perfume bottle that I'm really excited about. And this one I didn't brush on it and go back. I just left it as is. So it is that recycled. And I do want to create or glaze it with like a clear blue. And but the top I did create it in Globus, and maybe this is just a white glaze for the top.
Okay.
Boop, boop, boop.
That looks
What about you?
good. Um, so if you watched the video on my channel, I was recreating a Scaparelli dress that had these like the straps kind of went up in the air, and they kept breaking off, which I kind of knew. Someone said in the chat like, "Oh, those look like really delicate,"
Fragile.
and they weren't.
Yeah.
So I changed my design, and it's a dress that has these bows running all the way down the center. So I changed it to that. And it's funny that you want to use gold too. I took some gold glaze from school, so that's why I put it on here because
Ooh.
I need it to dry out. But I'm putting gold on the bowls and kind of like in the crevices that I put
Uh-huh.
that I carved in there. And then I
Yes.
think I'm gonna use just a red oxide for my glaze because I just want it to be brown. And
Okay.
then probably just put like a clear glaze over all of it.
That's gonna be beautiful.
Thank
I like
you.
the details. Is your the gold glaze, what is the glaze? Uh
I think I'm actually using the same one that you have.
Okay, so for this one, you do need to apply like 4 coats. So
Okay.
I don't know how you would do it. Like if for the details, maybe are you going to paint it on and then wipe it off, paint it on, wipe it off?
Hmm.
Okay.
And
Because
that's
yeah, so maybe do a couple layers of it. So
okay.
because if you just do like one layer, it's gonna be black.
Okay. If I could show you, this is gonna look super random because it's big. But I made a footstool in my first semester of class. And to your point, I used this gold glaze, but I don't think I applied enough of it. It's on the eyes, but they don't. You can see the gold a little, but it's
Yeah,
still like it looks more bronzy to me than actual gold, and that thing
yeah.
is
Is that what you're
heavy.
sitting on?
No, I have it to the side and I have some other stuff sitting on it. I can sit on it though, but
That
I'm
is
not.
so cool.
Thank you. It's supposed to be like an elephant.
Uh-huh. I've always wanted to make something like a furniture piece like that. And
Mm.
I've always been just like, well, that's going to take some time.
And it did. But this was like the second thing I made in class. I saw some like old African pottery and I
Uh-huh.
liked the shape of it. So I kind of like based this off of those shapes. But I just said that because I'm glad you told me that. I'll make sure I do more coats of the gold because I didn't like how the gold, it wasn't as gold as I wanted it to be on this stool.
Okay. Nice, nice. So I'm going to just start getting my space ready because I wasn't really prepared beforehand.
Okay.
So, ignore my loud ASMR. Actually, I might wax it first. I think that's what I'm going to do.
I was watching a video from the VNA and they
Mm-hmm.
were showing old like vintage perfume bottles that Elsa Scaparelli made.
Uh-huh.
And it's so funny. I think I showed you when we first did it, I showed you kind of how my bottle was paying homage to one of her bottles. She actually had it might have been a cologne bottle. She had a fragrance bottle that looks so much like the one that you're putting the wax on now. It was kind of
Oh,
like a
really?
pure. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh wow, that is so funny.
Uh-huh. I like this shape. It feels like a bit Art Deco-y. It's
Mm-hmm.
also kind of feeling, yeah, like a pyramid or something. But then I don't know, it also feels like it still could be a part of that, like the delicateness of those vintage bottles that you see.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it also felt a little bit more achievable versus like the round one. I was working on this round one. I'm not that in love with it, but
Mm-hmm.
we're still maybe once I figure out this glaze, I'll be more in love with it.
Mm-hmm. I think it's cute, and I think those are flowers on top, right?
Right.
I think once the flowers get some color, it'll come alive more.
Okay. Thanks. And
And I like
then,
the little like circle for the silhouette. That's
mhm.
cute. What else have you been working on?
Um, I glazed all of my pieces. I glazed a whole bunch of pieces. So actually from the live stream, I feel like it's taken me a little bit, like it took like a whole month just to do the full process of everything. So I finally glazed all of those pieces and I did a whole bunch of sample test tiles. So
Mm, okay.
behind my laptop is like a whole bunch of test tiles just hanging out in the way. And then I have bigger pieces. So like this one is the clear glaze that I like. So this is actually the
Mm.
for this, I want to use this clear blue glaze. And it's darker on here because this is a darker clay body. It's a dark gray clay,
Okay.
but it crackles. I don't know if you could see the inside of it.
Oh, okay. I can see the crackling a little.
I actually did a test tile of it on the white. On the white, it shows it better here. I only did two, so now I know I need to do three um,
Okay.
layers.
Yes, that's pretty.
Yeah, and I feel like it will kind of make it look like it's a glass bottle.
Okay.
Um, so yeah, it's kind of my favorite part of this is just glazing. Um, so I want to make a couple videos of just the glaze process.
Okay.
But honestly, I've been I started a new jobby thingy, and I still haven't figured out how to balance my time, which is me this morning chaotic, like doing everything last minute, which is not
Gotcha.
necessarily me normally.
I like those little mini mugs that you made. I think I saw those. in like a short that you posted.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah,
you're
and I
actually
also
I'm sorry.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
You talk about glaze quite a bit, and that's not something I think I focus on as much, and I probably need to more. So I appreciate you talking about your glaze combinations because I don't know. I think I'm always thinking about like I know what I want the colors, the end color to be, but I don't. It's just I would appreciate those videos because that's something I want to focus on more.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I feel like when I first started, I just did everything in white. Well, I
Hmm.
started with doing things in color and then they looked a hot mess. So then I just started doing things in white because I was just too scared to use the glaze. And I noticed a lot of people in the studio do the same. They just stick with one color, like a walnut spice, because they're just so scared that the glaze is going to mess up.
Hmm. Sorry,
Someone
could you?
commented, hello. Hi, Lauren. Lauren the sheep.
Hello,
Is that the
Lauren.
same person that just called you?
No, I'll be right back. I just need a red.
Okay, okay. Person who's online. How's it going? How's it going? Oh, I just dropped the top. Okay, it's okay.
That was actually my cousin randomly calling me. I don't know what he wants.
Okay,
Um, so I put another layer of my gold glaze on, and then I'm gonna wipe it off.
okay. Nice. Lauren says she's great. We're
Good.
doing all right. Great. You want to share how you're doing?
Oh yes, I'm doing well. I got up. I got up pretty easily this morning. I didn't even share this. I never opened my I never advertised that my commissions were open, like that I was doing commissions. I've had
Oh,
two
cool.
people reach out to me for a commission. So I've gotten two commissions in like a week. So
Yes.
I started on one of them and then the other one I need to start on. And then I'm still working on my Met Gala pieces and I just have a habit of doing a million things at one time. So that's what I'm doing per usual.
Okay.
But I think I'm kind of splitting up my time wisely.
Okay. I like that. And I'm happy for you on getting commissions. Is that from people seeing your YouTube videos? And then that.
I, it's people I know both of the women, and I think it's more so for me posting on my socials, like on my Instagram.
Hmm.
Um, but yes, and I'm friends with both of them. But yes, I thought that was stunning. I want to wait till I actually finish those and then finish. I'm still working on pieces for my first drop. I'm like so close to being done making pieces, but one of the main like first vases that I made to go with it, I just didn't make it well, and I noticed it had so many cracks, so I didn't even bother getting it fire. I actually just recycled it, and I need to make a new big vase for my drop.
Okay. Wait, really quick. Lauren asked what glaze or what gold are you using? So we think you're using, he got it from the studio, but this vintage gold from Amico. There's another gold too from Amico. I forgot what it's called.
This might just be
Satur
the red. Oh, sorry.
Saturation gold. You might be using saturation gold.
That's what I was going to say because I don't remember it saying vintage gold. I might have the other one. I kind of like
Um,
this technique though of like carving grooves in and then like wiping it off so those just get the glaze. I'm liking that glazing technique.
yeah. Noise, noise, noise. And if anyone just jumped on the channel, we started a couple weeks ago hand building some perfume bottles. I'm going with like a vintage type of theme, And Quentin, you want to share really quick again the theme that you're going for?
Yes. Do you mind if I share my screen?
Yeah. Do
Okay.
I need to give permissions?
No, you don't. I just wanted to ask before I did it. Um, one moment. Let me put it up on Vogue. Not British Vogue. You know, I'm gonna just airdrop the picture to myself. Um, have you seen trailers for the movie The Drama?
No.
It's a new movie with Zendaya and Robert
Yes.
Pattinson.
Sorry.
I
It
really
took me a
want to see
second.
that.
Me too. I did. Yeah. I haven't seen any trailers, but I've been watching her go on like night shows and stuff talk about it.
Okay.
And then the fact that she re-wore her or this wedding dress at a red carpet event.
Mm-hmm. That white one.
Yes.
Yes, that was stunning. Now they won't let me show the picture. Okay, I'm gonna show it on my phone. I airdropped it to myself and it's like I can't put it on here. But this is what my vessel is. If you can see, it's like bows going down the center and like these pleats all the way down the dress. So I
Hmm.
thought that would just be so much to have those going all the way around. So I just did them in the front. But I think it's a nice interpretation of the look.
Yes.
It didn't have to be identical.
Nice. One says, I'm a fan of I don't know how to say this word right. That's the
I think
silver one?
I think you got it right, Palladium.
Okay. Okay, so I'm
There
gonna
was
start glazing mine now. I'm slow. I'm definitely slow
okay.
right now.
My
And Lauren, I'm gonna do this blue. It's like a clearest blue. It has a crackle on it. That's what I'm doing for the first piece.
yes, Nora, it definitely I agree. It reminds me of the Gaultier bottle too. But if you look up Schiaparelli, her I guess Gaultier was kind of referencing Schiaparelli because her fragrances were around first, and she kind of always had these. Actually, I found out the bottle was inspired by a specific actress's shape. I can't. It's not James Mansfield. Mae West. If you remember that original bottle I showed that had the flowers on top, the shape was inspired by the actress Mae West's body. I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Thanks.
Okay.
I feel like since you've been talking about like designer names, I've been trying to keep every time I hear a designer, I've been thinking of you and trying to keep an eye out. It's like almost like I'm I'm new to the fashion world and just learning about fashion for the first time
Mm-hmm.
and just like Googling and trying to understand what are different fashion designers and what are they up to? What's happening for the Met Gala?
Like it's so I feel like it's a lot of overlap, like with what we do, and I don't know. I think because fashion is always changing and always reflecting like kind of what's happening in the world.
Hmm.
I don't know. I've just always enjoyed fashion.
I like
Mhm.
fashion, but I think the thing that's kind of had me not pay attention to it is that like sometimes it just feels like most fashion is just really expensive and out of reach.
Mm.
And so I've noticed over the years, I specifically look for clothing and pieces that don't have labels that say it on the front. Like it might be a brand. Like I have from years ago, I have a Dooney and Burke bag, but you don't see it's not bold and bright. And I notice
Hmm.
I tend to do that. Like I just look for things where it doesn't have like a label, just because it's like I want something to last a really long time because can't afford to be like just keeping up with all the different trends.
Hmm. I agree. I think I'm the same for the most part. Sometimes um I don't mind a monogram here or there, but I
Hmm.
agree. I think stuff without the name being on it is more timeless and like more classic.
Hmm.
My friends make fun of me. I I don't know. I have like a attachment to my clothes and just things in general. Like I kind of feel the same about like my furniture in my home and like tchotchkes and stuff. Like when I buy stuff, I only buy stuff that I really like. And I have a hoodie from my sophomore year of high school. It was my favorite hoodie. Since I've gotten older, I have another favorite hoodie, but I can still wear it. I don't wear it that often, but I like cherish it, and it's just a little hoodie. But I don't know. And then I think I'm a little sentimental too, so I think that's another piece with it for me.
Yeah. Do you have do you know like from your parents like the smells like the perfume smells colognes they wore, or can you like identify those if you just smell that like, oh, that smells like my grandma or something?
Definitely with my mom. I don't. I grew up around my dad, but this gonna sound crazy. I never liked my dad, so
Okay.
I don't know. I can't remember. I don't remember him having a distinct smell, but my mom definitely. And I know for a fact one of her favorites. We talked about this, I think, the last time. Is Clinique
Hmm.
Happy, which I
Oh
also love.
yes.
Happy by Clinique.
Yes, I do
Um,
remember that because I do remember that smell.
mhm. What about you?
Yes, and now it's all coming back to me because we did have this conversation. My mom wore, I think it was the Estee Lauder. And I just got or my brother-in-law sent me the perfume. And I just have it just to smell sometimes because my mom passed away years ago. So I just like to smell, like to like open the bottle and smell her scent just to have
Hmm.
like a happy reminder of her.
Hmm. That's nice. And what kind of scent was it? Was it like a sweet one? Was it floral?
Musty. Smelled like mom, grandma. I don't
Okay.
know. I honestly feel like and I say musty as in, I feel like this overall style of scents have changed. It's almost like it goes with trends too. Have you noticed that? Like everything feels a
Hmm.
bit more lighter and florally versus
Hmm.
back in the day, back in the 90s, everything smells very heavy.
Yes,
Yes.
I agree. And gourmands, which are like food scents, gourmands are really popular now, which I'm into. So I'm here for it. But yes, I
Okay.
agree.
Food scents. I mean, yeah, I guess like I hear like pistachio a lot.
Hmm. This is actually what I'm wearing today.
Oh, what is it?
It's called Cell Caramel, and it's by this brand Le Monde Gourmand. And all of their scents are gourmand scents. I really like them, and they're inexpensive too.
Okay. And what does it smell like?
Um, it definitely smells like caramel, but it's almost giving me like a little cognac or something too. Like it has like a dark liquor smell to it a little to me. It's not just sweet, if that makes sense, and maybe some
Hmm.
vanilla in there too. But I like it.
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna need your help thinking of. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'm gonna need your help thinking of. and Lauren on the channel if you want to help too. I have the second bottle that this one that I want to glaze, and I haven't even thought about what I want it to look like. It could be because I did like a white and go underneath, so it could just stay white, and then maybe this medallion thing is gold, and then maybe this at the top is a fun color, or maybe I can go into the details. Maybe it's just one solid color. I do like things that are feel like spring right now. I don't know if maybe it's like a yellow, um, but I'm not quite sure the direction I want to go with that. So I'm curious y'all's thoughts.
My first thought was if you kept like the body of it, yeah, I mean white, excuse me, and then did like the
Mhm.
silhouette or like the crest piece of color and then the flowers of color, I think that would look nice. Like you said,
Okay. Okay. Should I do it gold or should I just do it like a fun color at this part? I don't know if it will look good as in gold though. If,
I don't
yeah,
know. A gold would be nice. I could kind of see. I don't know why I could see like a darker green or something, or
okay.
like a emerald kind of green. I don't know.
I have, actually that since you're saying this, I have there's
That's
this
pretty.
type of green.
I love that combo. I kind of have those two colors in my bedroom. I love that.
Okay. Um, well, this one was at Engobis. I can't, I mean, could I? I was gonna say I could do, no, because I already put the white one on there. Hmm. Yes, I could do like a matte. Do I have matte? No, I'm thinking about it. Do I have a matte? Okay, yes. I could do this whole thing like a matte light blue, and then
Okay.
this center thing, this darker greenish. It does have like a little bit of texture with blue coming out.
Hmm.
And then maybe this at the top could be like a lighter blue or something.
That sounds pretty.
Laura says you like my idea. The spring floral colors. Okay, so if I did spring floral colors, I like the idea of like maybe I did a yellow or and then maybe these flowers. I could actually like get into, I don't know. Could get into the details of these flowers or just make it all like a purple or something. And I did
Mm.
have like, or I could just make it like a texture. This is on a different clay body, but if you can kind of see this, there's like a red and
Hmm.
orangey. That was Brilliant Sunburn or Sunburn Brilliant. It was like a pink color, but with Honey Flux, that white, like flowy glaze, it made it a bit more orangey. And I kind of like that flow, like, so it could have that texture of that. I'm thinking
Yes,
now.
I think that's cute too. I like all the
Okay.
different colors that show up in that one. It was kind of giving me some lavender in there too.
Okay,
I'm
so I'm
gonna.
gonna start
Oh, go
with
ahead.
that then.
I'll be right back. I'm just gonna grab some coffee and I'm gonna grab a perfume bottle.
Okay. Purple. Lauren says purple. All right, all right. I like this idea of purple. So with purple, okay, so the top could be this orangey purple flowy thing. And then this could be, I also bought, I have it right here, Opal Luster Mako. And I saw online someone did, let me see if I can find it. They did, or maybe you just Google, it was oatmeal, it was Amico's oatmeal with the Mako Opal Luster. And it did a lot of fun different colors on it. I wonder if I can find that.
Did I
Can
hear you
I?
say you got gold luster?
I have opal luster,
Okay, that's
but
pretty.
this combined with oatmeal. Let me see if I can find this online. Looks really cool. Oatmeal with opal luster. Please.
Your bottle with the flowers on top, just these are the mini versions, but it keeps making me think of some Marc Jacobs perfume bottles too. And the Daisy one has these like flowers at the top, and Perfect has
I kind
like
of was inspired by that, but of course, because I don't follow the trends, I didn't know which one it was.
I love his fragrance bottles.
So I could do the little dots, the gold. Leave those
Oh,
gold.
that would be pretty.
Okay. Okay, okay. So can I share my screen? Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
What's this button?
That middle one that looks like a screen with the plus sign.
Sharing screens is easiest with two monitors. Okay, I see. Okay, hold on, hold on. Can you see the glaze combos?
Nothing is showing yet.
Okay, maybe I should stop. And oh wait. Okay, let's try this again. Share screen.
It's not working for him.
You can't see it.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I have to add it to stage. Can
Oh,
you see
yeah.
this? So that's what Opal Luster and Oatmeal do. Isn't that fun? I mean, it
That
is
that.
on top of yeah. So, Quentin, this bottom part right here, that's the black and gobe. So once it's fired twice.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, that's what I was about to ask. Okay.
Yeah. So I think it looks really nice, like with the juxtaposition because it's
Mm-hmm.
matte. But I like all the fluidy colors here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's giving
Okay.
Easter.
Okay, we have something. Maybe since that's the inside, or that's the glaze that I'm gonna do this whole thing, and then maybe the center is just white.
Okay, that would be cute to like give it a break with all the color.
Yeah. Okay. I honestly, when I'm glazing at home, it takes me like a whole day. I have to dedicate like a whole Saturday to glazing because I go back and forth with, with the colors I want to do. And it feels like a life and death decision. Like,
Oh,
why is
I you're like by trade, aren't you a graphic designer as well?
Yes.
Okay. So we both are graphic designers, and I'm even before I went to school for that, I've always would paint and draw. Like I've just done art my whole life, but I'm just real. I love to sketch. Like before I make anything, I love sketching it out, and that's what they always told us in school. Like before you touch that computer, touch paper. So I always touch paper. But I think because of that, I love to sketch what I'm doing, but I almost always color it, so usually I don't like I already know what color it's gonna be before I even make it, if that makes sense. I just have
Okay.
to figure out how to get there sometimes.
Yeah. That's a good idea. I do. I mean, I write down in a sketchbook the ones I want to do. I do sketch it actually, but I don't like color it in.
Okay.
Yeah. So, well, it
This
says
is
make
my
sure when you write it down, you don't forget it. Oh, yeah. I should do that right now, actually.
Lauren, do you do pottery?
Okay.
I do. Oh, okay, stop.
Noise. What do you make?
And just for an update, here is how it's looking so far. We got some color on there.
Nice, nice, nice.
I'm doing the bottom and the inside as well.
That's you already put the red oxide, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm gonna do
Beautiful.
a few layers because my teacher was telling me like the more you put on it, the darker it'll be, and I want it to be pretty dark.
Okay.
This is actually my first time using iron oxide. I've never used it before.
Okay. So we're all trying something new.
Hmm.
This was I'd put 3 layers of I was using Catalina Crackle, if anyone cares. From Laguna. I feel like Laguna is my jam right now. Really vibing with Laguna. Um I'm gonna create a different video, but I'm just really excited about a few of my pieces that came out. But look at this one.
Hmm.
And this
Very
was
pretty.
both Laguna glazes. So we're having fun. All right.
Hmm.
But now I say that as I switch to Magoni. Look up. Everyone gets some love. Wait, I want to start with oatmeal. Do I have oatmeal here?
And Lauren said mugs mostly. I'm just restarting making work again. Okay.
Are you making anything while we're talking?
You
Just
know what's
hanging
so
out.
funny? I'm so random. I have I've made everything but a mug. I have not made. Oh, I made a travel mug, I guess, or a travel cup. I have not made a regular coffee mug. You would think that would be the first thing I would make. The first thing
Yeah,
I
like
made was an incense burner. Like I didn't. It's hard for me to just keep it simple.
um okay, I'm going to step away to grab more glazes
Okay.
or those oatmeals. I'll be right back. Okay. I realized my white glaze, I have my white in a very big bucket
Mm-hmm.
downstairs. So we're not going downstairs. I'm gonna use for my white for the petals. I'm gonna use Moon River.
Okay.
It's close. It's close enough.
I like the name.
Lauren's cooking. Sadly for my family, it's hard to get in the studio with 3 kids. Yeah. It has to
Mm.
be almost like it's like, okay, it's a family event. We're all going, it's a little dry. I don't think I
Oh, I
closed it
thought
all the
you
way.
made
Look at that.
something. Oh yeah, that's right. You can just add some water, right?
Technically, scientifically, you're not supposed to do that. But yes, I'm
Oh,
gonna
I didn't
do
know that.
that. Well, people do that. Some of the glazes will say that you can't. Does it say? But thin. Okay, so this one says thin with water and gum solution if needed. So yeah, you're technically supposed to use like a gum solution because water. When you're creating the formulas to a glaze, it's like if you add too much water, it might change that recipe in a way.
Mm, gotcha.
I was going to mention earlier, I'm wearing for perfume right now. I'm wearing I don't know how to say it right. It's a Veronique Goodbye.
Hmm.
Um,
I don't think I'm not unfamiliar with that brand.
and It's a French brand. And I'm wearing, it's like an azure. I don't know. Maybe I'll pull it up as I butcher this.
Okay.
But
Just saying okay to this. It's start. I'm getting some color. It's starting to look like a rich brown.
okay. I'll share my window again.
I like the bottom.
Yeah, isn't it pretty?
Mm-hmm.
Another idea, a square bottle with like
Mm-hmm.
a gold label on the top. I just got the travel size, so I didn't pay for that. It's neroli, lavender, cardamom, olibanum, and musk. So this is kind of different from what I normally wear. And I really like, they also have a fig, but when I was trying to get it, it was sold out. But I thought their stuff was really nice.
And I like the little turquoise that was at the top on the bottle too.
Hmm. That tiny little accent piece goes a long
Mm-hmm.
way. Okay, I'm gonna start this one with oatmeal.
I um I I was supposed to practice pouring candles probably like 2 weekends ago, but I keep just having other stuff to do. I need to practice. I've never poured a candle, but I have all of my stuff. I need to practice that.
Okay. Have there been any rainy days? Because I feel like that's perfect for a rainy day.
Oh my God, yes, it's been nothing but rain, like almost every day. It's kind of rainy today.
Oh. Does it feel like spring yet where you are?
Yeah, it's getting there. Um, it's getting there. It's been in the 60s and the 70s. I have on shorts today, and I think our high, let's see. Our high is 62 today. What about for you?
It's supposed to be 88. It's already hot in my
Oh
place.
my
And
God.
there's no AC here, you know? Like most people don't
Wow.
have AC.
Okay. I
Um,
mean, y'all getting it started early, 88, and it's
it's pretty much
April.
summer already. It's
I see.
everyone already had like my allergies. I've already had my worst allergies. I feel like that kind of ended last week. So like at this point we're in summer.
Mm, wow. Lauren, I'm in Chicago, and I'll let Tova share where she
I'm in
is.
San Francisco Bay Area. Yeah, Bay Area.
Um, this is random, but I like making bag charms, and I have some heart-shaped cookie cutters, and I bought these because I was making these Chanel bag. Oh, I can show you. I really like the singer Tyler, and she has a song called Chanel, and it says, "If you say you love me, you ain't put me in Chanel." And it's just like an earworm, like it's just been stuck in my head. So I've made some pieces inspired from that, but I wanted to make these little Chanel bags because Chanel makes purses that are shaped like hearts like this, but I made them as
Uh-huh.
bag charms. So I initially bought the cookie cutters to make these, but then I started making my bag charms for like my brand. So I made hearts with my little twinkle in there, but this is in gold. So I'm excited to see how this turns out. It should be like my lime green, and then the
Hmm.
logo was gold. So we shall see.
Nice.
Hopefully they turn out cute.
I like that with your logo.
Thank you.
Also, your lime green looks really cool. I saw in your other video you showed the lime green glaze. It's very vibrant. I like it.
Thank you. And I colored my hair since our last live. as a
Oh
part of
yeah.
my Lime era. I want to
Do you
do
have to?
photo. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, do you have to maintain that color
Um,
often?
this is my. I've never done lime green before, and I do my own hair, so it won't be. If I do, it's not a big deal. But I'm actually liking the color more as it's fading because it's looking more lime green instead of like it was more
Green.
saturated at 1st.
Hmm.
But I did it because I want to do a photo shoot for my drop once I'm done, and I had to, like I'm going to be in the picture, so it just needed to make sense.
Hmm. Nice,
Okay.
nice, nice.
I don't know if I want to do one. Maybe I'll do let this dry some more and do one more.
Back in the day, I used to uh, highlight my hair. I haven't done it in years. It's been years
Mm,
because since I have an afro, well, back in the day, I used to like get my hair relaxed, and so that was when I would do it. And it was
mm,
okay. It just made my hair a little bit like drier and spongy. But when I did it once with an afro, and it just felt like I didn't have any curls anymore.
mm,
Like there was
mm,
no defined curls. So I haven't done it, and I wish I could still do it. But maybe another thing I haven't done is I haven't gotten braids or anything. Um, but just because it like would pull on the scalp, my
mm,
scalp.
mm,
But I do, I mean, if I wanted to do some color, I could just like do braids.
mm. I also think now I'm assuming you're natural now and you don't get your hair relaxed.
Right.
It probably would be, well, not probably, I know it would. Your hair would take it, like it would be more healthy if you colored it now that your hair is natural than when you were processing it, because it's like double, like double the chemicals, if that makes sense.
That is true. I didn't think about that. Yeah. A lot
Mm,
of chemicals. And I'm getting done every 5 weeks,
okay.
which I feel like is a lot. Now that I look back on it, back how much I did it so much, but
Mm-hmm.
didn't know.
You live and you learn.
Yeah.
Feel like a lot of black women, that's been their journey. Like, because I feel like that's kind of like ingrained in our culture. Like, get a relaxer, and then once you get older, you're like, oh, this isn't good for my hair, and then you stop.
Yeah. And honestly, the reason why I stopped wasn't because I was learning about it. It was just because when I moved here, I couldn't find a hairdresser. So I was like,
Mm,
maybe I should just try going natural. And that was when I went natural.
gotcha.
Um, and then it was like years later, I was just kind of seeing, and maybe it was even just the change of my hair and learning about the chemicals. I think we all were kind of going through this awakening of learning about it too. And we're like, wait a minute. Like, we're doing what?
I agree. I actually, I cut and color my own hair, and I used to go to barbers, but my last barber, he just was really bad with his communication, and I would have to like reach out to him like a week before I actually wanted my haircut to schedule it, and like it just I'm over like chasing down people that I'm giving you my money for a service. Like you're not doing me a favor by me paying you to do what your job is. So I had enough, and I already knew how to line my hair and do some stuff. So I just
Hmm.
sat down. I forced myself to learn how to cut my hair, and I did. So I've been cutting my hair on my own since probably like last August or something, and I have a younger cousin who's autistic. I cut his hair now too. So I guess that's now like one of my jobs. I'm a barber. And I hear a lot of black women complain about the hairstylists too. They're gonna be out of a job because the hair people play too much these days. It's too much
Yeah,
of a hassle.
that is true. I did try to find, similar to you, I did try to find, I had a couple instances where I would try to go to a hairdresser and it was like, Like you had an appointment at 2 o'clock and you wouldn't get sit down on a chair until 4 o'clock.
Mm-mm.
Um, and then and then I just had just some instances where I just didn't like what they did. I think it's just like every time I go to a hairdresser, it's like, this is what I wanna, this is the style I want. And everyone like kind of pushes like, well, this is what's trending or this is what you need to do. And I'm not happy at the end and I just spent all that money. Um, and then I feel like since I've had an afro, it's really hard to find someone who actually does natural hair and who's willing to trim it too.
Mm.
Which is kind of surprising because I feel like I wish there was more hairdressers out there who embraced. Maybe there are, and I haven't. I need to go back and search, but that was a couple
Natural
years
hair.
ago. Yeah.
And I don't now, and I'm not saying this to be shady or anything. And I actually have some friends that live in your area ish or kinda. But I don't I wonder is it maybe like the area that you're in is maybe just a little harder to find them, if that makes sense.
I just feel like you would think there's more because there's a large Black community.
Oh, okay, okay.
Um, yeah, yeah.
I ha- I have friends that like my friend Stacy, she lives in I think my friend Stacy and Jen both live in San Francisco. But I've never been to San Francisco, so I don't know what exact parts they live in. And they also mention Oakland sometimes too. So sometimes I'm just kind of confused on the geography and what part they actually live in. And then I have a perception of San Francisco being a gay man is like the gay area and like it being like very white. So I think I just have a we like a misconception of San Francisco, if that makes sense.
No, I think that's most people. It's actually ironic. I feel like San Francisco doesn't have that many Black people. I think
Mm-mm.
a lot of Black people have been pushed out, of course, with the very large gaps in income brackets.
Okay.
Um, there are still Black people there, but there's not a lot. In the dominant areas, if there are like Hunters Point, which is like South San Francisco-ish. Um, but Oakland has more. I think I was looking at the demographics. It's like 30% Black, 30% Mexican, 30% Asian, and then
Mm.
the rest like white. So I actually thought I was like, yeah, Oakland's like mostly Black, and then I looked at the demographics. I was like, okay, it's very much just mix of a lot of different
Mm.
people. Um, and so, but yeah, so Oakland has, I feel like, more Black people. So, sorry to see, I'm looking at Lauren's message. Yes, okay. The last time I got my hair relaxed, it was $60. This was back in the day though. $60. And now if like you saying it's 225 just for a wash and press these days. That's ridiculous. And so I don't know if I'm willing to spend that much just to get my hair washed and like straightened.
Mm-mm. And I see a lot of hairstylists don't even want to wash your hair. I keep seeing that that's the new thing. They want you to come with your hair washed. Like,
That's what I
what
have to
are you?
do.
I just cannot. What? So I'm just coming to get his style? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. The thing I hate to do is wash my hair. I feel like I can do the other parts. I just hate washing my hair.
That's what I hear most women say is the most taxing. Washing their hair or like blow drying it and straightening and stuff. Cause you got to I'm gonna pray for the I'm gonna pray for the girls. That's why I'm happy I have about half an inch of hair. And I could go in my bathroom and do what I need to do.
Yeah. Sometimes I do. I'm like, I'm just cut it all off. I had that day a couple, like about a week ago. I just wanted to cut off my hair.
Mm.
It's the moment where like you're feeling sick, it's just everything in life is chaotic. Like you're just trying to do everything, but you don't really have enough time to focus on yourself. At that moment, I was like, I just want to cut off my hair.
Hmm. I get that sentiment.
So anyone who's jumped on the live stream recently, we are making perfume bottles. We had a part one, so check out our part one video on Quinton's channel where we actually like hand built the perfume bottles. My style is going for more vintage heirloom themed. I made this one. Hi, sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Hosen.
Hello.
Um, and then the second one I was working on was this bottle, and I have like a little person on the inside, and I have a flower lid on top. And so now I'm glazing mine, and I'm using an oatmeal. I put the oatmeal underneath, and the second layer is an opal luster. So it's going to give it a very like spring colored, kind of yellowy, purpley, orangey flow on it. And then maybe the center is, I don't know yet. Yeah, still figuring that out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'll show mine again. Mine is going to be a candle vessel inspired by old Schiaparelli perfume, and then a recent Schiaparelli runway look. I got my bows going, and I'm doing the red outside, and then the gold in the center. It's
Nice.
looking good. I'm so excited to see how this center part turns out with the bows.
Me too. That's going to look beautiful.
Thank you for the live stream. Just enjoying the banter, Kelly. No problem. Thank you for
Hey,
joining us. I
thanks.
thought this was just be so nice and relaxing on a Saturday morning and wholesome.
Yeah.
You know.
This is wholesome.
Um, should I? I guess I'll wait till you introduce it.
The brooches?
Yes, I was gonna show my sketches.
Do it. We can start. You can
Okay.
start on that if you want.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know me, it's been 10 years. 10 years ago I started an Etsy, and I make enamel pens. And I started off making them because I collect them. And me and one of my friends at the time wanted a Solange pen, and we couldn't find them. So she was like, "You should make a Solange pen." And I did, and she found someone that would make them, but we only could get 10 at a time. So we both wanted one, and we were like, "Oh, let's just sell the other 8." And we worked together. So that day when we got them at work, I just the 8 that we had were just gone that day. Like people bought them, and then people were asking like, "We want this pen." So I ended up turning into a business, and then 10 years later, still doing it. But I started doing merchant stuff. So this is a pen that I made. It's based off of that brawl in Montgomery, Alabama, when the black people got the folding chair. So I made a pen to celebrate that. So when Tova said she wanted to do brooches, I was like, oh, stunning! I had already been thinking about how could I make pens out of ceramic. So so we're making brooches, but I already had on my mind just to make jewelry in general because I'm extra. So I am gonna make some brooches, but I kind of have ideas for jewelry too. So
Hmm.
um Schiaparelli, if you follow them, they have some like brooches that you could wear that look like nipple piercings. But on my own, some years ago, Alexander Wang had a top that looked like nipple piercing. So I like I customize clothes sometimes too. So I had customized this shirt to make it look like my nipples were pierced with rhinestones. So that kind of came back to my mind. So I kind of want to make some brooches that look like nipple rings, but I
Okay.
would use my little twinkle from my logo as like that would be the part going around
Uh-huh.
your nipple. So that's one idea. And then I had a ring years ago that was a square. It was a stainless steel ring that was a square, and I lost it. So I kind of want to remake that ring, but I made it with six sides. And
Hmm.
why did I do six? Oh, I think I looked up what number is Virgo in the zodiac, and we're number six in the zodiac, so that's why I did six. And then from zodiac, I'm really into numerology and astrology. So I thought about the Chinese New Year because I kind of been wanting to do something related to that. So I'm not going to say what year I was born, but the year I was born is the year of the monkey. So I drew a monkey, and then this year is the year of the horse. So these are like two brooch ideas. So this is what I'm gonna try
You
to make today.
okay? Love it. And did you already got like pins,
No, so you know
attachments?
what? I did. I don't know. There's another. I had bought magnets, and thank you, Lauren. I had bought magnets because I'm making this little keychain, recreating this Chanel bag. So I actually want to see if I can make brooches using the magnets as the backing. Because I remember I've worked in a hotel before, and I remember our name tags. It just was like a magnet to keep it on your clothes. And my mother
Okay.
used to wear brooches a lot too, and I remember she had some that it was just like a magnet as the backing. So that's what I'm going to try to do instead of like having something with a needle in it.
Okay. I did order some brooch picks. Let me just put my finger in this. Hold on. I got this.
Okay.
It says it's called locking pins.
Yes, and they work. That I would buy those for my pens so you don't lose them. Those are stunning.
Okay. And then I could just put like super glue it to the brooch.
Did it come with the needle part too?
Yeah, yeah, I'll open it.
Oh, okay. See, I only would buy like the lock part. I never had the needle part before. Okay. And you know what you probably also could do? My pottery teacher, she told me she makes magnets. She told me instead of using super glue to get like adhesive for tiling. Cause she was like, because we're doing ceramics and this kind of what I guess like this is what people use when they're like tiling or stuff with sinks and stuff. She told me to use this because super glue sometimes like won't stay.
I see. And that makes sense because tiling is next to a ceramic tile.
Hmm.
Okay, I could do that. So this is hard to take out. Ugh. It's kind of, I don't know how this works. So this is what it looks like.
Okay, yes.
And then I'm supposed to pull it apart somehow, and then there's a needle. Pull the end of pin back to remove.
Sometimes if you twist it, that kind of helps with those. They're kind of hard to get it off of there.
Interesting. But you know what style? I'll find my Pinterest to show y'all what I want to do with all of these pins. Do.
I was just refilling my coffee.
Okay, I'm gonna share my screen again. Share. Okay,
Oh.
So, oh, there's like a whole, this is my Pinterest board of all things ceramics.
This is
But I
pretty. I
really,
love this mug. Oh, this hat is cute.
yeah, all those pins on top. I want to do that. That. Which one? Which mug do you like? This?
This mug with the and this blue vase is pretty with the flowers on it.
Yeah. Okay, so that could be another idea with these
Um,
flowers.
we are very much on the same wavelength, and I love this. So when I want to make a new one, when I would collect pins and wear them heavily, I had a denim jacket that was just covered in pins and patches, and I want to make a new one. So I think we both should make that a project, like just cover some stuff in
Right?
pin stuff. And I want to start making shoe
Absolutely.
charms too, because shoe charms are a thing. We need to do this.
Okay. I like this. Yeah, I just kind of want to. Wait, what happened? So this is kind of a mix of all the projects I want to do. Spring, I like spring, this like florally style. Um, I want to make some more like teacups. But yeah, brooches on everything, but a whole bunch of them. And it's taking forever to load. I saw one on some jean pants. Oh, now we're getting into the perfume bottles that I was looking at. Here's all the perfume bottles. Oh, here's some more brooches too.
Yes, Kelly, I agree. I've been thinking about making buttons too, but I never made them before. I really want to make, I really want to merge ceramics with fashion, like any way I could think of, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, you've
It,
inspired me to like really think about how it's on clothes. Ooh, let me see your screen.
this is the old jacket I had, and I literally
Uh-huh.
had pins and patches like all over it. I even had stuff on the back. And you know what? I currently have a black jacket that I kind of started doing it, but it's not covered though.
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing this one.
I love the base of this lamp. That's pretty.
All right.
Okay, decorative hair
Okay, we need
comb.
to do all these things. Everyone, let's do a hangout or do all these things together. Decorative hair combs. Oh, okay. Wait. I saw there's a girl on YouTube. She's not a ceramicist, but she just made with epoxy a Afro pick. And it was like one of her first videos, and it got like a lot of views too. But she goes through the history of Afro picks and the different styles of it, and I
Mm.
loved that video. And so I made one of my brooches from that video
Oh,
with
that's cute.
an Afro pick, and I want to do more of these. But
That's
that on a
really cute.
pin. And so this is with the black and gobe, and I also want to put the gold. So this would be a gold Afro pick.
Okay. That would be a cute pendant for a necklace too. I would wear that on the necklace.
Yeah. Oh, because you can put it on the little loop thing. So are you starting your are you gonna start making the brooches now?
Okay. Yes, I can. Because I think I don't know if I should put another layer on this yet. I'm gonna just let this dry for a minute.
Okay.
But
Because you're
yeah.
doing a brooch, I do want to like I'm not gonna hand build quite yet, but I do want to glaze these two brooches
Okay.
while you start hand building.
Sounds good.
What if this top is actually okay, don't get mad at me. What if this top is gold and then this part is like the colored? Just so I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing.
You you saying like the center of the flower be a color, but the actual petals be gold?
Yeah.
I, I'm okay with that because if the base of the vessel is going to be like a lot of color, maybe like to break it up. I feel like that would look nice too. I for- what color is the glaze going to turn now? I forgot what color it's going to end up being.
This is going to be, so I used an oatmeal and an opal luster. So it's going to have yellow, purples, white flowing on it.
Hmm.
So just think of spring colors flowy.
Mm.
Okay. That sounds
Maybe
like you're
if you want
hesitant.
if you wanted to do like a green, maybe not like green, but like a greenish blue color for the flower petals, maybe.
Okay.
Oh, these will start getting hard. I actually I had cut out my nipples already when I thought about this idea. So I'm gonna put I forgot the anatomy of nipples. I'm gonna put the little small parts on them first.
Okay.
Area. I don't remember
Just for
what's
the cons or the thought, the communication around this. How to articulate. Honestly, you should just have a video specific on this. Hand
on
building.
the anatomy of nipples.
Yeah. Oh, this was a wholesome video.
Right.
And then it
Well,
turned.
I'm not turning it into
Yes, this is part of our body.
yes, it's not sexual. We all have them. um okay, so since I made something with these magnets, but I haven't attached them into anything and it's not finished, so I don't know how strong they're gonna be. So in my mind, I'm thinking I should put two magnets in the back just to make sure it's like strong enough.
I
What do
see.
you think?
Yeah. Two magnets.
Hmm. So I'm thinking of putting like one on each side, and then like whatever I make the back for, it'll be kind of in the same spot.
Okay. Yeah. Lauren says, what do you want the overall vibe to be? I think it fits that and then go with it. Oh, when I was asking about the gold.
Hmm.
I guess back to like the spring. I wanted to be spring floral, but I wanted to be kind of luxury, nostalgic. The nostalgic piece kind of makes me think of this. I always think of like Titanic when I think of like gold perfume.
Hmm.
Like a little bit rusty, a little bit. I wanted to feel old, but at the same time, like still vibrant, bright, florally.
I
So
get what
that
you mean.
maybe that's where I was getting the gold part in.
Mhm. Okay. Maybe I should do the magnet piece. No, let's just do it now. I I'm also I should show it to you. I'm working on some bookmarks. Oh, I think I mentioned this to you. I'm working on some bookmarks for Wuthering Heights because I love the fashion in the movie so much.
Hmm.
Um, and I was making them initially to have them ready in time for the Met Gala, but um I think I'm gonna slow down and just they could just be ready when they're ready if that makes sense.
Okay.
Um, but I'm really excited for those, and I ordered the book. Like I'm a just make it a whole thing. I'm excited to finish those.
Nice. And remind me when the Met Gala is?
What's today's date? Oh, it's literally a month from today. It's on May 4th, but it's on a Monday. It's May 4th.
Okay.
Um, ah,
Why did you scream?
why did I scream? Oh, cause my the I'm working with these magnets and one of them attached to the other one on accident.
Oh. Wait, so you're putting in your magnets before the firing?
Not putting them in. I just put them on there, and I'm like, I wanted to make. I don't know what to call this. I wanted to make like the
Like a detail that looks like it connects to it? Or is it like around the magnet so it's on
yes
top of
for
it?
it to
Got
sit
it.
in. Yes, yes. But I just
Yeah, I don't
wanted to
know.
start off making it, if that makes sense, so I don't have to do it later on.
Got it. That's cute.
I try to when, and I think this just goes back to us being graphic designers. I try to think about it like how we make packages sometimes. So I just always try to think about like, should I add this now? Because it'll probably be irritating to add it once I have all these details on it. So let's just do it in the beginning. But now, I don't know. Maybe I should make this in a different way. I don't think the way I started this is making sense. Let's see.
All right. This is my brooch rose painted. So that's what the glaze is, the black glaze is actually a gold. And then I used a
Oh,
black and gold underneath.
that's gonna be pretty. It's gonna probably give that like age patina look if the black
Yes.
shows through a little. I like that. Ah, deep storm now.
Lauren asked, what's the theme this year for the Met?
Okay, the theme of the exhibit is costume art, and then the theme of the gala is fashion is art. Which I love both things. And then I watched this video. Beyonce is one of the co-chairs. I don't know if you know this about me, Toba, but I call Beyonce my sister. I'm a huge Beyonce and Solange fan. But Beyonce is the co-chair this year. And I watched this video. They said they chose her because like everything Beyonce wears or like when she's performing, they make clothes to like be fashion, but it's also like function and like she's sweating, like she's almost like an athlete on stage. So I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. That's why they wanted her to be one of the cheers. But I'm
Okay.
excited.
Nice. And I think it's interesting how like similar to her and Taylor Swift, like when whatever their album is, it's like whatever the trend is for the next 2 years. So everyone was really into cowboy boots and stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And the rumor is that the next album is going to be rock or rock inspired. So I
Like geodes and stuff.
oh no. That like Beyonce's album is gonna be like a rock and roll inspired album.
Oh,
um so I'm kind of guessing that she's probably gonna come, like her look might be inspired from for what the next album is gonna be, if that makes sense.
okay. Interesting. All right, so we're already bedazzling. So I'm assuming
Mm.
studs are gonna
Yes.
come back.
Still
Black
actually,
leather.
mm-hmm. I actually seen a trend video about studs and stuff. That stuff is coming back.
Okay, okay, okay.
When I was in college, I was so into studs and spikes on stuff to the point where I have some in my closet. I used to spike everything. I used to put spikes in like my beanies. Like, oh my God, I was so into spikes.
That's so
um,
funny. I wasn't re I wasn't into, but it's funny because I always call things bedazzled.
mhm.
So I'm like, there's like it's a group of people. Like, so I like leopard cheetah print. I am that demographic for leopard
Same.
cheetah print. But there's the demographic just for bedazzled stud looks.
Mhm.
But I love a good like I like Doc Martens. I feel like this will always be in. Like I love a
Same.
good like Doc Martens, maybe with a skater dress or something.
We
Yeah.
see each other, Tova, and just look at my blanket that's on my lap now. I love
Hey,
leopard. Leopard is a color,
me
not
too.
a yeah. That is so funny. One of my nicknames is actually Kitty as well. People call me Kitty, so I very much identify with cats and wild cats.
Oh.
That's
Also,
funny.
it's interesting that you are going to do a brooch that's horse themed because someone recently told me that well, actually, I want you to guess. Well, I'm pretty much just gave it away. What my spirit animal is.
A horse.
Yes.
Mm,
Which I kind of like it because they said a stallion. And I was like, that's very strong, powerful. They're like, yeah. And I guess they're like, my personality is like, I can be serious. Um, and I do some social justice things. So I try to like raise my voice to speak up about different things. But they said like
mhm,
I have a very serious demeanor, but I'm also very playful. I like the like the running part is like the kind of the playful. Um,
mm. Okay.
and I was like, oh, I really like that because whenever people are like, what is your spirit animal? I'm like, I don't know, an ant. I don't know. I say an
Mm.
ant because I'm always working.
Oh, okay.
Um, but I like this horse, and so then after that, I was like, oh, I want to do like I want to make things with horse themed because I that's something that I could embrace,
Hmm.
um, making it a part of my persona, my brand.
That would be cute. There's um a creator I watch on YouTube. She's doing like a whole series of horse uh ceramics, but it's again celebrating Chinese New Year. And
Oh,
they're really
is it like Tree by the Sea? Is she in
yes,
Toronto? I like her style.
yes.
Yes.
I like her style too.
Yeah.
Um so yes, that would be cute.
Nice, nice, nice.
This is starting to dry out.
I know you were applying for or interviewing for a job. Do you mind me asking here, like how that's going?
Oh yes, I
You
don't
you can
mind.
say no
I
comment.
actually I actually forfeited that job.
Okay.
Um, and only because it was a good job, and like you, that's funny that you said that you like do some civil justice stuff.
Hmm.
Aside, like my degree is in graphic design, but probably ever since the pandemic, I've been working like government jobs or like government adjacent jobs. So like in 2020, I worked the board of elections here in Chicago, and then after that, I just kind of stayed in government related jobs. So this was
Hmm.
for the Chicago Passport Agency, which would be stunning, but they were not paying good to me, and I've been working remote for some years now too, like at least like 5 years. I would have had to be in person. The money was not good, and then driving downtown, I would have to pay the park and all this stuff. And they were just putting me. I would have had to get government clearance and all of this stuff. And I'm like, girl, this is not adding up for the amount of money that y'all want to pay me. So I just forfeited it because it just felt like it was
Yeah.
what's the saying? Too
Your
much something.
ROI wasn't
Yeah,
your
like
return on investment.
mm-hmm. So I passed on that job.
Okay. Well, best of luck on, I mean, yes, this just brings you closer to the thing that you're meant to be at. Like sometimes we have to push those other things aside that kind of are getting away of like this could be an opportunity, but there's definitely something, it sounds like there's definitely something better for you out
Yes,
there.
I agree. I'd rather Beyonce says this a lot. When Michael B. Jordan won his Oscar, he said this, and I try to. I always have this, and it's funny. I illustrated a book for someone years ago, and her book is about this. It's called A Dream Inferred, and I don't want to defer my dreams. Like I never want to be that person that because I work a regular 9 to 5, I don't do my creative endeavors. I always want to do my creative endeavors. But the older I get, I bet on myself more than these jobs because it doesn't matter what you do. If whatever they have going on, you're gonna go before them. And I'm at the point where I want to be fortified on my own. Like I don't want to have to deal with that, whether I have a 9 to 5 or not. And that's really what I want to. Like I used to have steady income from my Etsy, and I want to get back to that. Like if a job X done, that's fine because I got two or three other ways of income, so I'm not depending on you. If that makes sense.
Yes, I like that. That's, I think, where I want to be at. And I think I'm hoping, I mean, I think we all, anyone who does YouTube has a vision of maybe also maybe becoming monetized at one point. Maybe. So I would love to allow this to be like a side. Yes, along with my 9 to 5, just be I want other streams of income that are nice cushions. And like so I'm also trying to sell my pottery work more. I want that to be a little bit. I teach pottery. So I want other things to like help just in case
Mm-hmm.
because I have been let go in the past and it's really scary when your main source of income is out and
Mm-hmm.
especially like applying for jobs at this moment because I was looking for work for the past 2 years and I was freelancing at the same time, but it feels hard getting let go and um, trying to make things work on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I would like to, for myself, I actually never mentioned, I feel like in my videos, I've never actually talked about this conversation. Just what my plans are for this channel or just income streams. But yeah.
Both of my parents were entrepreneurs most of my life, and my mom, like literally, she always had other streams of income aside from she worked in hospitals growing up, but she had a women's clothing boutique for like 8 years, and then both of my parents just always did that. And
Hmm.
when I was younger, my mother used to say to me, you need to start your own business because I don't see you working for anyone. Your personality, I don't see you work for anyone. And I used to get offended. And I'd be like, I don't agree. Like, I don't have a problem with authority. I think I'm very much a team player. I think I get stuff done, probably more than the people I be working around. But to my mom's point, once I got older, I'm like, okay, I understand what she's saying. Cause I don't have a problem listening to other people following orders, but I think it's the other piece, like feeling like if anything happens, I'm like expendable, and
Yes.
I can't deal with that. So I'm grateful that I had that example from my parents because it just, just kind of pushes me. Like if my mom did it and she didn't have social media and stuff, I could do it too.
Right. That's kind of, I feel like my mom was the same. She had a clothing business that she had for a while, and she even went to, they weren't craft fairs, but they were these, I guess, fairs because she would sell her clothes there. And this is back
Mm,
in the 90s. Remember when, like, on different, is it different, in different colors? So she made like dashikis and
mm,
different African inspired clothing, and she partnered with a friend who would bring back fabrics from Nigeria.
mm.
Yeah. And
I,
I thought that was really cool. And she like had the like headpieces. So she was always sewing and she got us into sewing. So I remember while she was sewing her clothing and selling this to friends, um, in middle school, I was trying to, there was this like dance cheer team that
mhm.
I wanted to be a part of. And I was like, well, you have to pay for it yourself. And I'm like, how am I supposed to pay for this myself? I'm in middle school because there's all these
Mhm.
competitions that were really expensive. And you remember back in the day, Old Navy had these drawstring bags, these bags that you would wear on your back, and they had different colors.
Mhm.
Yes. So at Walmart back in the day, they always had very big fabric sections. And I would pull different fabrics that were really fun, and I pretty much copied the pattern from the Old Navy bag and made different
Mm.
fabrics, and then I sold them to friends. So everyone was like walking around with, it was just like everyone was wearing the Old Navy bags, but I'm like, but wait, you want a different fabric, you want to be different. Let me
Right.
let me
That's
sell you a
cute.
piece. Yeah, so that's how I made all my money to go to dance competitions.
Come on, little toe, for being resourceful
Yeah.
and being an entrepreneur. That's cute. I love that. And I'm telling you, the more we talk, we have so many things in common. That's funny that your mother did sew clothes and stuff too.
Yeah.
I love that. Black women, honey, always stunning.
Amen. I mean, I feel like we have to too. Like, yeah, you know what I mean.
Mm, I understand. I'm not a black woman, but as a gay black man, I think
Mhm.
we have a lot of crossover. And when I hear my girlfriends or just black women talk about stuff in general, I be like, sister, I hear you and I understand. I get it.
Yes. I'm gonna go grab, I think I'm gonna go grab, I'm gonna go grab the white.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab, I'm gonna grab a couple and then, yes, I have to make a decision. Well, I have to use white for this one anyway. Unless
You want to make the top go. Wait, what
this
color?
top
What
could
color?
be, because remember, this is gonna be a clear bluish crackle. This could be
Okay.
a vibrant opaque blue, or
Mm,
originally I was gonna go for white. Maybe I should just stick with.
mm.
I'm gonna grab the white.
Okay.
You can
Because
you can hang
I
out
don't
with
know.
it.
I didn't have an opinion. Okay. Here are my nipples so far. They're looking good. And then here's the back of them. I made two, like the spaces for the magnets to go. Okay. I am just smoothing out some things with my fingers. Yay! I can't wait for these to be done, and I hope they're functional so I can actually wear them. I can't wait to just put on a black top or a white top with my nipples popping. It's gonna be so cute. I'm gonna sit this aside for a moment. I do want to add my twinkle to one of the nipples, but I'm gonna sit these aside and actually start on one of my animal brooches. You want to see my nipples, Tova?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay.
So we got to
They're a little
start.
bit off centered.
Oh, well.
That's a joke.
And here's the
And that's
back
the
of
back.
them. Yeah.
Nice. Love it. So I figured out something that where I don't have to go downstairs and get the white. I have a micro pearl, and that's pretty much white with a little bit of sparkle. So I can use that. I brought a
Okay.
green because you mentioned green. I brought the Brilliant Sunburn. My table's a hot mess now. And oh, I had a yellow, so I could do. I'm thinking now. Okay, we're gonna go back to. We could go back to white, and then put the yellow dots on this.
Okay. Oh, you're about to work on the top with the flowers. Okay.
Yes, and then on the inside, I could do the micro pearl white here.
Oh, yeah, that would be pretty.
Yeah.
Get some little metallic and some other colors coming through there. I think I'm gonna start making my monkey.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if you if you feel this way. When I was sketching the idea, when I saw that my birth year was the year of the monkey, I was like, oh, cute. But as a black person, anytime I want to do something related to a monkey, I like pause. Because I always think like,
Oh.
I just think about like the racist connotations. But I was like, girl, forget that. Like, this is an animal and that's old and whatever. But I almost didn't do it for that
I
reason.
didn't think about that until you mentioned it. I think if you're just associating it to the year of the monkey, maybe if you say that with it, it's fine. But
Okay.
maybe if it's just by itself, like let's say on a thumbnail, it's like, yeah.
Okay. Okay. And my sketches and stuff are very precise. I love using these little circle and oval templates. These are my best friend. I always use these.
Nice. I need some of those. I showed at the Potter Studio, there's this one girl who does everything she does is hand built. And I was
Mm-hmm.
showing her some of the pieces I'm making. She's like, wait, you're becoming a hand builder? Or she calls it a handy. Wait, no, wait, what does she call it? A handy? Yeah, I think it's a handy.
That's
But she was just so surprised because I usually only do stuff on the wheel.
mm. It's funny. My pottery teacher is the opposite of you. She's more of a hand builder, and she doesn't like the wheel. She's not big on the wheel, and she's teaching us the wheel. But and no shade to her if she sees this. I think because it's not her forte, it's
Hmm.
probably why I've been more so into the hand building. So at some
I
point,
see.
I do just want to take a class that's like just specific on throwing on the wheel.
Yeah. Do you have access to, at that studio, do you have access to use the wheels whenever you want to and to like just go in and use the studio?
No, because
No.
I'm taking classes at a community college.
Okay. So they don't have open studio hours?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I see.
I'm going. I'm going to get my own wheels soon, so I can start, practicing at home.
Which wheel are you thinking about getting?
I was looking on Amazon, and it's one that's not super expensive. It's a Vivere or Vivure. I don't know how you pronounce it. Um, it's one by them. I was going because one of my classmates got a more inexpensive wheel too, and she was making stuff off of it. So I was like, this. I read the reviews. I think I'll be okay starting off, and I don't think I'm going to be like trying to make anything real big either. So I think
Yeah.
just starting off, it should be okay.
Okay. Yeah, I've only used the um mainly at the studios I've worked at have only been the Shimpo wheels, which
Okay.
are like the most popular wheels. Um, but most recently at the studio they had a anniversary event and they had the tiny wheels and it was like a challenge, like who can make the tiniest piece on the tiniest wheel. And after making a piece, I was like, wow, this is I think I could actually, and then I tried making a normal size piece and I could make a normal size piece. The only issue is
Mhm.
it didn't have a splash pan. And so it was like everything was splashing everywhere.
Right.
But it made me like rethink that like you don't need an expensive wheel to do the thing you need to do, especially if it's like something really tiny. And I kind of want like one of those tiny wheels, especially like let's say I go traveling. I kind of want to like bring one with me so I can just have
Mhm.
it.
Or like if you do like a excuse me, you did a workshop somewhere or something, you could like take it with you. Yeah, I
Yes.
think it has a lot of pluses to it. I haven't showed. I'll flip. Can I flip my camera?
Oh, husband says I have a mini tabletop Vivier worth the money. Found it on Amazon.
Okay,
Okay.
stunning. Good to hear. Um, Maybe I'll show it in another video. I don't think I can flip my camera. No, it won't let me. But no, I agree. I got a little Vivere stainless steel work table off Amazon. I
Hmm.
made my own little kneading boards and stuff. Went down to the Home Depot. Like I got my little work area together. And even me starting my YouTube, I didn't even know how to edit videos. I use my iPhone, and you know how, with stuff like this, it's so easy to be like, no, I don't have this, so I'm not going to start. And when I started my YouTube, I was like, nope, I just need to do it. I don't care.
Yes.
It might be raggedy right now, but you just need to start. And I sometimes I think we need to get out of the habit of I don't have the best this or I don't have the whatever. Do what you can with what you got.
Yes. I like that. And I also like that you start like you've been doing a lot of live streams. Um, I was reading that uh YouTube also they kind of what's the right word? They promote your videos more if you use live streams because it's like they're trying to push more like features that like are new features or features that aren't being used. And
Mm-hmm.
so if you do like so you are already like a step of helping the algorithm out for you.
Mm-hmm.
And with the live stream, you don't have to cut it.
Yes. Yeah.
But I guess some of the things like from my so I like to cut my videos because I tend to say and likes a lot and I get really frustrated with myself. So honestly, this has been a way for me to personally become a better speaker. So I've noticed I've been saying them less, but with the live stream, it's just like you see it as it is. Y'all are seeing
Yeah.
the real me.
you kind of like just self edit, like edit yourself as you go and just keep it moving.
Yeah.
I was on the speech team in high school and I did impromptu speaking. So I also think me doing I've just done a lot of stuff where I have to just get up and talk off the cuff. So I kind of like the lives.
Okay.
And I've started doing more shorts, especially on my pottery page. And my shorts have been getting a nice amount of views. So I'm gonna keep doing
Ooh,
that too.
I want to see. I'm going there now.
Okay.
Oops. I feel like this week I haven't gotten a chance to, like every day I kind of like to, like when I'm getting ready, I'll be listening to a YouTube video, or at night I'm kind of watching a few YouTube videos. I haven't had a chance to, I feel like I'm out of the habit right now. I haven't got a chance to just go on YouTube recently.
Mhm.
Anyone on the chat who's been thinking about making YouTube videos?
I say do it.
Wait, I was gonna make this sound quiet so I won't get copywritten for Beyonce. Ooh, fun. I love your logo.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I wanted something going back to design school. I always I redesigned my logo for my branding, like for my personal branding last year, and then I did the one for my pottery as well. What was I about to say? Oh, I just always wanted my logo to be real simple, like in case I do make clothes or merch. Like I
Yeah,
wanted it to be something that could easily recognizable and like people wouldn't mind it being like how Nike is or like Adidas. Like it's there, but it's not like intrusive, if that makes sense.
yeah. Lauren says that she also has a channel for
Oh,
both ceramics and gaming. Oh, cool.
oh, stunning. Okay, well, we have to follow.
Do you want to share the links to them, or the, what is it called? Handles?
That's cute. I'm a casual gamer. I'm not. I'll just leave it at casual. And since my last breakup, I kind of haven't been playing. But when me and
Mm-hmm.
my ex reconnected, I have a Nintendo Switch, and he got me into playing Fortnite, which I actually really like. And it's kind of like a stress reliever. But since we broke up, I kind of haven't been playing.
Okay. Uh, I am, I don't think I'm good at gaming. Or the ones where like it's like Mario and you're trying to drive the car. I'm always running into things.
Uh,
I'm the person who's like, you go to a party and I'm the person watching and kind of emceeing. If you go to a
okay.
party and people are gaming, I'm like,
Okay.
oh, this is what happens now. Just talking through what people are doing.
I don't. I feel that I don't mind watching people play games too, because I have friends that I'll be at their house and they'll be playing like a shooting game or something that I wouldn't play, but I will watch them play. So I get that. I made the body of my monkey. I already had this circle made, so I'm gonna attach this for the head. So it's
Nice.
coming together.
Cool. So I'm working on the lid. I just put all the micro pearl, the white on, but I left the dots exposed so I can add the yellow
Okay, and you decided on
glaze
the
to that. Yeah.
Cute. And I can tell that those don't have glaze
Oh,
on
you can. Okay.
them. I remember you saying, I think you told me you kind of got into pottery after a breakup, and
Yes.
uh, I guess I kind of got into it as well because of a breakup, and then broke up with the person again. But anyone watching, I think if you're like going through a time in your life where it's just like or I don't know, just a hard time, I think pottery is like a great balm for that. Like it just has helped the other stuff I have going on. I could deal with it better because of my pottery, if that makes sense.
It's art therapy.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like this necessarily from painting, or like I kind of get stressed out from painting because I'm like, oh, this needs to look whatever. And I don't get that feeling from pottery.
Yeah. Although some people in my classes, they get really stressed out because it's not going the way they want to. But I
Mm,
wish people would just um kind of embrace the part of pottery where it's like just allowing it to be. Oh, that's
yes.
just kind of like my one of my recent videos where all my pieces were just like messing up and I was just allowing it to be.
Hmm.
And oh, that's like this one. It were kind of like slumped over when I was putting it on, and then I just dropped it. And I love this piece now.
I like it
So
too.
if it's sitting, it's just like it's gonna be like a new dish, like where I put my jewelry at, and it's just fun. It's fun.
Hmm. I like it. You could almost make like a fountain or something out of that. Like I like how it's sitting already,
Yeah.
which is actually something that I want to put on my to do list. I want to make a fountain at some point and a clock.
Okay, this list is getting long.
I have a lot of things. I want to make a chessboard. I finally figured out what I want the theme of my chessboard to be.
Oh, what do you want to do?
I want to do a matrix theme chessboard.
As in, like one is a red pill and one is a.
Yes. It'll be like the machine versus like the free people or whatever Neo and his group is called.
Uh-huh.
I started sketching, but yes, I know I want to do that.
Nice. Yeah, I would like to do a chessboard one day. Um, that's on my Pinterest board goals.
Nice.
But
I sorry.
I don't know. I was gonna say it's not on my top things to do, but I do definitely want to do one. So
At
let
some
me know
point.
what it looks like.
Okay, yes, that's looking cute. I like the yellow. I think that was a good choice for the center of the picture.
Yay! Out of, ooh, finally. Oh my gosh, it's already. We've been hanging out.
We coming up on 2 hours. It's going by fast though.
Okay. I need a tinier paintbrush. I'm gonna go grab that real fast.
Okay. I am just attaching the head to the body of my monkey. Come through, monkey. He taking shape. Let me look up Lauren's page now. Lauren, I'm gonna follow. I need to start following people more from my actual pottery channel. I'm gonna follow you from that channel.
I am gonna have to go soon.
Okay.
Probably gonna wrap up, do one more layer of this, and then paint this. And I'm gonna probably have to call it a day.
Okay, sounds good. Um, Here's my monkey so far.
Cute. Wait. The circle again is the head.
Mm-hmm. I'll show my sketch again. That's my sketch.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Mm, okay.
This is nice. I've been feeling so chaotic this week. This feels, yeah, back to the idea of just feels therapeutic and chill.
Mm-hmm. I don't, especially on the weekend. I don't like waking up and feeling like oh my god, I'm awake and I have to do a million things. Da, 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 da. So this was nice to just wake up and get dressed and just sit down and do some
Hmm.
pottery and chit chat.
Do you have any travel plans this year?
I do not actually. Um, One my best friend, she wants to go to. Where did she tell me she wanted to go for her birthday? She wants to the Dominican Republic, I think, for her birthday. But
Hmm.
that's a month away, and she hasn't said anything to me. She hasn't followed up, so I don't know what's happening with that. So I don't have any set travel plans at the moment. What about you?
Nothing. Oh, I just came back from Portland.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
but uh, I do want to go to Mexico City this year. That's
Hmm.
my goal. I've never been. I've been to Mexico a couple times. Never been to Mexico. Everyone keeps on saying I should go because of the ceramics and the art. So that's
Mm.
been on my mind lately.
I'm sure that would be cool to see their art in ceramics.
Yeah.
I've never been to Mexico at all before.
What?
Mm,
Wait. But you've probably been to Canada because you're close to Canada.
nope, I've never been to Canada. Me and my most recent ex, we were planning a trip to go, but I've never been to Canada before either. And I actually have a friend that lives in Canada.
I
My
haven't been to Canada either.
You have no comment. My family is very southern. My grandparents are from the south, and my family would travel. But my mother has never been a big fan of getting on the plane, and I think once she got older, she would do it more. But as a kid, I probably only flew like twice. As a kid, most of our trips would be road trips, and I started
Hmm.
flying on my own as an adult. I just and I've traveled in the states. This is a random goal. I actually want to visit all of the states and territories, the U.S. states and territories, and I'm over half of them. I'm probably at like 37 or something like that. I've been to most of them. And then I do want to, I've been to Jamaica. I want to do more international travel, but it's like a love hate thing with me traveling out of the country. Even when I went to Puerto Rico, which is one of our territories, I don't like going places and I feel like people are being rude to me because I don't have to be here and I don't have to spend my money here. So I'm just not always super excited to leave the country because some of my experiences, it's just been like, eh. Even when I went to Jamaica, I like Jamaica, but it was very clear that everyone was like a gay. Like I felt like everyone, like all eyes were on me, and my hair was platinum blonde.
Mm,
I just like to be careful when I travel, if that makes sense.
yeah. Well, there are certain places where it's just I guess finding the places where you feel welcome and invited, the places like to prioritize.
Hmm.
I feel the same when people ask me where do I like to travel. I I have two criteria. So this is also to say I am single. So the first criteria is if I can get a date in that country.
Mm-hmm.
So and I noticed that people are more open to asking people out in real life versus here in the United States. Um, it's like, I don't know. So I feel open when people are just like willing to have a conversation with you. I also like places where they just speak to me in their language, assuming that I'm from their country,
Mm-hmm.
which I know I don't look like every somewhere in every single country, but like so for example, I really liked Amsterdam because those two things happened. I felt like I asked out a couple times, I felt
Mm.
appreciated, I felt valued, and every time I went to somewhere like or in a store, people just started speaking to me in Dutch. Because there's a Black community there. So I
Mm.
really liked Amsterdam. So those are the kind of places that I like to find where it's just like, and then you can kind of like almost blend in. Yeah.
That sounds like my vibe.
Yeah.
I I went to Puerto Rico during the pandemic, so I think that also is adding a little to it. But we could tell that the people weren't. They were being rude to us. We went to one, and I worked in the food industry, so this was just an automatic no. We went to a restaurant, and you could tell they didn't really want to serve us. They had a we like maybe they asked us for drink, like took our drink order, and two people had a drink. We had been sitting there for at least like half an hour. Other people around us were getting waited on. So I was like, "Oh, I'm leaving. They clearly don't want to
Oh,
serve us." And
yeah.
then we went to a little shop down the block, and it was a black Puerto Rican guy, and he said, "Oh, well, I think the island is kind of tired of Americans coming here and twerking in the street and walking around in their bikinis." I said, "Hold it. We're on an island. Walking around in your bikini, that's a problem now. That's literally how y'all be dressed. What are you talking about?" And I said, "Okay, I see what this is. Y'all just doing this because y'all don't want black people here. But meanwhile, it just was a mind thing for me because half of the people in Puerto Rico are black. So what are you talking about? Y'all look like me." I had people that speak Spanish to me because they thought I was Puerto Rican. But I was like, mm-mm. It just felt like I didn't like it. And I could never go back there again. I did not
Mm,
like it.
yeah. Oh, I'm sorry you had that experience. Like,
Thank you.
yeah. Um, I know that like some places I've gone, like I've been to Paris a couple times, and the first two times I went, I didn't like the experience. One of the times I got someone was trying to mug me and take my camera, and they didn't get the camera, and they so they punched me in my gut and tried to grab my camera because I was holding my camera, but they didn't realize the strap was wrapped around my arm. I was wearing a very heavy leather jacket. It was like a motorcycle jacket. So I
Mhm.
didn't quite feel the punch, but I could tell what they were doing, and it made me so angry. And I've never been so angry before in my life. And I pushed the person, and I'm a tall person. So the person who was doing this was shorter than me. And then they're like, "Oh," and they acted like she's trying to like they're like, "She's attacking me." And I was like, what? And I had to, and I just like ran because I was like, I will not be like a
Okay,
part
get
of this
arrested.
movie where.
Mm-mm.
And so after that experience, I was just like, I never want to come back here. I never want to come back here. This was the worst experience. And I ended up having to come back because my friend got married there the
Mm.
following year.
Oh wow.
And that following year, when I went back, I had a very different experience. Um, and I'm glad I went back because it changed my mindset of the place. But I don't know if I would have if it wasn't for like a wedding. And
Mm,
but this is just to say, yes, I understand, and I hear you on like having these like just weird experiences places, and the
mm.
feeling of not feeling appreciated. And you want to like take your money and be in you want to go on vacation and have a vacation and rest and be in a place that you feel like valued.
Yes. And I'm gonna be racy, but it especially feels interesting to go to a country or a place that you don't have the luxuries there that you have where you're from. So it's like y'all about to act funny towards me, and I like this is not adding up. I'm adding to your account. Like, no, you're not about to be rude to me. Because I can stay at home and spend my money in Chicago. I don't have to come and give y'all my money. Mm-mm. So I
Yeah.
have like a love-hate relationship with leaving a country.
Okay. All right. I think, oops, well, just saying that. I've created or I finally finished my perfume bottles, even though like you finished yours years ago, uh, earlier in the video. This,
Looks good.
so anyone new? I did a Catalina Crackle. It's this blue, light blue, and I'm hoping it does a like the same type of crackle. Wait, where was that tiny sample that I had? Hmm. I'm hoping it does this type of crackle in that blue. So that's the body of this perfume bottle, and then top is a white, sparkly. It's called Micro Pearl, um, from Mako. That was one of the pieces, and then the other one I ended up doing oatmeal. First two layers, second two layers were opal luster, and that's going to give a very nice, springy, flowy, white, yellow, blues, purples, all within one. I made it heavier on the top, so then a lot of the colors are going to happen at the bottom. And then in the
Mm.
center here is micro pearl. I made the lid micro pearl, so the white again, and then the dots in the center are yellow, just a plain yellow. And then the brooches, I only did the black brooches and I painted them a gold color.
Oh, right, because you had already made yours. I forgot.
Yes. Which I'm kind of glad I did because you can see how slow I am at this point. But I
Uh,
definitely want to make more because you know I wanted to do that whole hat. So I have a lot more I need
yes,
to make.
yes. And then here's my vessel from our first live, and then I did the gold palladium on the center on the bowls, and then the rest is red oxide. So hopefully this turns into a nice brown, and then we get some gold in the front. And
That's
then
nice.
here's my little monkey. So far, I start adding his face too,
Oh,
and
I
then
see. Cute.
I was starting to make the tail. It's gonna go on the back.
Okay.
But yes, a cute start.
Nice, nice. Have you ever thought about really quickly doing it one like potato, one big clump, like sculpting the piece?
I thought about that. I haven't done it yet, but I want to make a shoe for the new Devil Wears Prada movie, and I think I'm gonna make the shoe that way. I want to make this shoe,
Okay. That's
and I feel like
cute.
that might be. I don't know. Maybe I'll try it with that. I've never done it before.
That might be a cute candle idea.
Oh, that would be a cute candle, and the wax could go in the where like your foot would go. That's a good idea. Thank you, friend.
Love it. All right, so I'm gonna say bye to everyone online. Thanks, y'all. Thank y'all for jumping on and hanging out with us on this Saturday morning, this
Yeah,
lovely spring day.
yeah.
And I'll see y'all in the next video. Maybe y'all see the fire pieces. We'll see. All right.
Yes. Bye,
Bye.
toodles.
Wait.